First and foremost, I want to say call hello, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you brothers out there pushing the glory of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, sincerity and truth. This is the brother Ariala. Just a quick drive and talk mindset. You know, as Great Millstone is growing and its reach is becoming more and more compounded through the spirit, brothers, that are on social media, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, or some of you brothers unfortunately use TikTok and Facebook and all these other social media platforms that brothers are on. It's important to be mindful to prove a friend and be hasty. Don't be hasty to credit somebody. You know, Now, I know certain brothers have different camp dynamics. Certain brothers have a big camp, so you always have the ability to socialize and be amongst brothers face to face. Some brothers maybe come from small camps, or you might be in a situation where you like to have conversation. But you got to remember that we're at war and take this thing seriously when you're conducting yourself as far as communicating with people. You know, and I would go even so far to say this, man. For brothers that are just crossing over and young in this thing, or maybe even officer level brothers, I wouldn't be fraternizing and going back and forth with people who have not been verified to be in a camp. You got situations where there's guys on the other side, and they might be looking for a place. If that's if they're sincerely asking, hey, is there a camp near me? Do you know of any camp near me? And you're trying to get that person to a place to where they can go learn. Cool, but just befriending people and putting them within chats and giving them certain, responsibility amongst you is, I believe, is irresponsible if we're at war. You know, one of the brothers that was in the military told me a story about one time they were finna go eat in a little tent thing that they built out in the middle of the desert, and one of they were out in either Afghanistan or Iraq, maybe Iraq, and one of the soldiers had got ambushed while he was alone, and a one of the guys took his clothes, you know, had a suicide bomb strapped underneath his clothes, put this guy's stuff on, and walked into the tent and set off a bomb, a suicide bomb, killed killed some people. He was telling me the story. I was like, dang, that's crazy. You have people that want to put on the suit of a prophet. They wanna, hey, Yahweh Shabbat Shabbat, double honors. But who is this guy? Scriptures talk about being circumspect and communicating one unto another. You got a guy contacting you and hitting you up, and he says he in a certain place that camps are at. If this guy is not being verified as a member, you know, bros need to make sure to be mindful of all that. Like, it's really no reason. Like, it's not like you need a friend or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got plenty of officially vetted brothers to deal with. I don't get some of the mindset sometimes where we have all these people kind of circling around, and it's okay for them to circle around. But if a person's not taking it seriously enough to go out and be around a camp or report in, then they're not Great Millstone. Point blank. Period. You don't know who the guy is. He's just a person that just says Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's it, you know. And it should be treated as such, if you're considering ourselves in a spiritual war and being mindful, right? Now, all the camp heads, brothers that are linked into this thing, you have protocols and you have, places to communicate. And it should be communicated with your camp consistently as the camp grows and changes. For brothers that might be just one or two of you, hey, bro, be patient. Don't be thirsty to befriend someone on social media because you just need somebody to talk to so bad. Reach out to your region, okay? Don't be so hasty to give someone credit online that you don't know who they are. You don't know how they've been vetted. You don't know what camp they are truly a part of. They're just around. You haven't heard any type of report. You just, yeah, yeah, we can be friends. Yeah. Like, no, no, we can't. You know, if you're taking this thing and you're being mindful. So, we gotta be circumspect in this thing. We gotta do things decently in order. The Most High setting stuff up, and we read in the book of Jude, and how you're gonna have people crept in. You're gonna have people spying things out. You're gonna have apostates, people who take the doctrine and then leave and create some new crazy BS and want to teach their own thing. You're gonna have these type of situations happen amongst the churches, but just for our sakes, to making sure that we're handling our own protocols. The wild wild west of social media. I admonish brothers to just take things more seriously when you're dealing with people who say that they believe. There's a difference between saying and doing, and there's way too many camps, avenues of communication for someone to be like, oh man, I've been listening for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Come here, double honors, man. No, I ain't never been out yet because my puppy died and I had this job situation and then I was sick, man. I was sick for a long time. Like, man, I just ain't been able to just, my camera broke. And, what I'm saying? I had this one job, what I'm saying? But, my tea lady. And, it's like, all right, bro. All right. All right. Kind, bro. Click. But really, exchanging information as far as phone numbers, WhatsApp information, putting in chat rooms, or like being a part. Like, nah, bro. Like, we got guys that out here in Dallas that been standing on the other side for years before they was even included. We have a chat for a chat before they was even included for the chat, just because you know to see if a person is serious. After 18 months, like, man, consistent, answers all the questions. We really need to probably start to vet him a little bit harder. Put him in this chat, this outsiders chat, kind of, so to speak. You know, what we call it, But you ain't in the chat with everybody. You're in the chat with people that's on the other side that's trying to maybe learn a little bit more outside of the street speakings, and so we can set up class settings to see who. And if you don't come to that consistently, you get dropped out of that. You just stand on the other side and say you con. I don't care. We take seriously the people who move seriously. Everybody else, you just talking. Go to the barber shop, take it to your mama house. I don't care, and you shouldn't either. Apostles always talk about how we are here for the elect. The elect are going to be doing something, right? And they're going to be within a mind frame, within the doctrine. You know what you're looking for, you know. So make sure to prove your friend, prove a friend, prove a person that's saying that they. Yeah, how about your mouth shop rock thumb, you brothers, man? Y'all doing beautiful work out there, you know. Double honors. But when it comes to actually, you know, getting in line, order, you know, anything like that, nah. You know, they ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. Especially a guy that's making 88 excuses for why they can't go out. You know, you can be on the comment board and say, kind, and maybe post a scripture, but that's as close as you go. You ain't gonna eat chicken with me through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about mindset for brothers. You're gonna have plenty of people, man, that come up talking a good talk, but they really ain't serious, because if they were, they would be reporting in. They'd be getting down in whatever region they in. They'd be trying to figure out how can I serve. You know, they'd be serious about it. We don't want to be hit by so-called friendly fire in war. You don't know who they is. Leave it like that, and don't feel so obligated to have to reply back to somebody who ain't serious. I get text messages from a guy every now and then, and I don't reply. He know where we at if he wanted to come out. I don't have time for extra friends. I don't. And you brothers shouldn't either. You should be too busy growing and working with with those who are serious than just all this fluff. Take yourself more seriously. That's my admonishment. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming into a time where we must take heed of ourselves. Be circumspect. Prove your friends. Communicate with the brothers. Like the scriptures say, communicate. Who's this? Do you anybody? Because I'll see the chat. Anybody know this guy? And 5 minutes later, oh yeah, we know him. You don't got to know everybody, you know. But ask before you get to doing too much with fraternizing with a person, you know. At least ask around and wait for an answer. Don't just move. Make nobody feel pressured for you to be their friend. You know, don't do that. God, Ecclesiastes 6:10. Someone's a friend for a time. That's right. It's a great scripture out there in Sirach, the 6th chapter. That whole chapter talks about friendship and the mindset behind it. You know, you know. God, the water for putting up that Ephesians 5:15. Elder, the water. You know. But yeah, man. I just wanted to touch in on that real quick, not go too long. It's something that I noticed. I was like, if the shoe fits, get a matching purse. If not, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And then, brothers, use your head for more than a hat rack. You know, be prudent. There's gonna be a lot more of these crazy people coming out the woodworks. And who's this guy? And like, oh, he was over there doing that. Okay, but brothers, make sure you report in. Make sure you communicate. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you do communicate, man, try to be upright. Don't be emotional. Okay. But yeah, man. So with that, man, I want to say call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you, Aki. I'm out there pushing the word sincerity and truth. Shalom.